Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a get ready with me featuring my weekly makeup basket. These are products that I specifically picked out to use for this week, and some of the products have come from subscription boxes that I received in January, or even past boxes that I just haven't used yet, or they're older products that I've had for a while and just want to rediscover them or see if I really truly love them and want to keep them. And yeah, and I just hang out and talk with you guys. I am in no way a makeup artist or any effects. Not that you guys couldn't tell, but so I'm just putting my makeup on and chatting and telling you what I'm doing. So it's nothing professional. I am using the Too Faced Palm Springs Dreams palette that I received in my, did I get this in a boxy charm? Now I can't remember. I got it in a box this month, but let's just get started. So I'm going to start with my primer. I've already done my skincare and my SPF. So the primer I'm going to use is I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to use the Professional. I had mentioned I'm trying to use this up. So I just kind of put a little on each cheek, some down there and some up there. Kind of wherever I get oily, but also where I have pores, hence the name. And then I use my fingers just to rub or pat this in. So I try to push it into that area, but as far as like my cheek and my forehead, it's more just rub. Okay, let's see. So I had two foundations in my weekly basket. One is the Zoeva and one is the Tarte Shape Tape foundation. I've actually used this twice now and haven't hated it. But because I've used it the last at least two, maybe even 3 days, I'm going to use the Zoeva one. And I think I'm saying that right. The other difference I've been doing this week is I've been using a brush to blend in my foundation instead of a beauty blender, which I've always done. I don't know, I kind of go back and forth, but I always usually go back to the beauty blender. It's just easier to me, but I hate having to wet it. So that's so I guess a brush should be easier. But this is the Sigma Baked Kabuki brush. I swear I got this in, I don't remember, but I got it in a subscription box. And I really like it, actually. I kind of do a stippling motion and then I start to circle or rub. But so I just finished this series on Netflix, The Virgin River. My parents had got me started on it. I don't know what I think about it. Actually, I do. It reminds me of that show. Oh, what is that called? It's from, I'm gonna look it up. Heart of Dixie. I knew Dixie was in it. Anyways, if you guys have seen that, it's about a girl that's a doctor and she goes to a small town, and the doctor, I swear it's even the same doctor, older doctor, but I could be wrong, or it's her dad, or I can't remember the exact story of Heart of Dixie. I did like it. I don't think they actually ever finished the show, but it was very, very cute. Anyways, and let's get it all off my hand. Anyways, and it's cute. The Virgin Rivers, I mean, it has a different, it's not the same exact storyline, but it just reminded me of the same, it's reminded me of the show. So would I recommend it? Heart of Dixie was cute. It's like something you can put, it's like Friends, you can put on in the background and not necessarily pay attention, but you kind of know what's going on. Heart of Dixie has a little bit more plot storylines, I guess, so you would miss stuff and then not know who people are, I guess. I don't know. But it wasn't necessarily like my favorite. I mean, I did watch all, I think it was 10 episodes. So it's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't know. It's wholesome. You could definitely watch it with your, well, I guess they do have like drugs in it. I mean, you could watch it with your kids. There's nothing like terrible in it. But I don't know if like my high school daughter or my older middle school daughter would necessarily like it, but anyways, this is so pretty. I swear it looks, at least in person, so natural on the skin. I mean, I would say it's pretty full coverage, which I typically don't like, but I just think it has such a beautiful finish that, I don't know if you can see. The only thing that I get on all of my foundations are, I swear you can like see texture above my lip. Let me know if you guys get that, and what do you do? Because I've thought, oh, maybe I need to exfoliate. I don't know, like, well, this actually doesn't look bad. Some foundations looks worse. But anyways, I love this foundation. So pretty. Let's see, what am I gonna do next? Concealer. I think I'm going to use this one, the Pretty Vulgar one that we got. I think that's the only one I have in here. That we got in, or some of us got in BoxyCharm. So far, I love this. I've just been using it under my eyes, and then I've been taking it on I've been using the same brush, taking it onto my eyelid for primer or whatever, and I am loving it. I think it has such a great finish, and I think the color is a very good match for me. It's not brightening, it's like a good skin tone match. I thought it might be, I mean, maybe it's a little brightening, but not like a natural, I guess. But oh, I love it. It is such a good concealer. I am shocked that it worked out, because I wonder if some skin tones are harder to match, because I don't have as much problem that some people have. Now, granted, I could be walking around outside and not realize I don't match, and maybe I'm like, I don't know. Okay, so there is my foundation and my concealer. I think my skin looks really nice. I look like I have makeup on, so it's not natural. It does say authentic skin, natural luminous foundation. I don't know if I would say it's luminous. Like, I don't look shiny or dewy, which I like, because I don't want to look greasy. But I don't know if this would be luminous enough for someone who has maybe extremely dry skin. I feel like my skin is more combination and can lean one way or another depending on the time of year. So I think it's really nice. I don't know. Doesn't look greasy. That's an A+. And doesn't make me look dry, so it's even better. So I don't know. I like it so far. Okay, I'm gonna do cream bronzer. If I need to do powder on top, I will. So I'm just gonna use the Milk Makeup Bronzer. This is just the mini little guy. I just do line, line, line. I'm gonna put a little on my nose, a little there, a little there, and a little there. Okay, now I look silly. So I generally like to start with my nose, because I don't want to get more product on my nose. So I generally will start there and get that blended out. I don't do a ton on my nose, but a little bit. Or down there. Sometimes I feel like with this Milk bronzer, I blend it all away. And I'm left like, did I even put any on? But like I've told you before, I am notorious for putting on way too much, because if a little is good, a lot is better. Which is not true. Which is funny, because I tell my girls that. You think I would follow that a lot myself, but I don't. Anyways, what other shows did I watch? I did watch the, Aaron Hernandez thing that they have on Netflix. That was interesting. My family are big Patriot fans. I don't care either way. I like watching football. I like watching my kid play football, and I will watch the Super Bowl, but I don't really watch football the rest of the year. But I know people have a problem with the Patriots, but my family like them. And this definitely gave them a bad light. I didn't hear about it, but I'm not a news watcher, so that's probably why, because it wasn't even that long ago. I mean, I think he died in like 2014 or 15, or, I mean, it was within the last little bit. So there is that. I feel like it's blended, and I mean, it looks a little brighter on the camera than it does in the mirror in real life. But for now, I'm gonna leave it there. I can always blend more when I set everything. The only other thing I need to decide is if I'm going to do cream blush. I didn't pick too many blushes. I have used this Tarte Amore blush pretty much all week, and I really do like it, so maybe I'll just stick with that. So I think I'm gonna set my face, and I have been setting my face with the It's Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Illuminator. This is so good. It's just a sample that I received. I don't remember even how or when, and I love it. I think it works so nice as a setting powder. It doesn't give me any color, which is obviously good. So I just use kind of, I think this is an e.l.f. stipple brush, and I have been stippling it in, which is also a little different for me, but I've been liking the look. It is very powdery. Like, as I stick my brush in, I mean, it kind of loosens up. Someone's in trouble. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Police sirens. Anyways, it loosens it up, and then, so I don't like that about it. But once I stipple it on, I've been kind of blending it out so it doesn't look too powdery. And then I'm also setting the concealer and the, you know, like the eye primer, the concealer that I used for the eye primer. So anyways, I absolutely love that. I think it is so pretty. It just gives your face kind of a, what's the word? Flawless appearance, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna take a makeup wipe because sometimes it stains my hand. I mean, see, I'm still pulling up foundation. And then I also like to clean. Hopefully I've been filming this whole time. My camera keeps making noises. Okay, so I have my face done. Let's do blush. So I'm gonna use the Amore Tarte. Or should I use the Lolita? I think Amore is a little more subtle and a little more pink, which I think kind of matches what I'm wearing a little bit more, but I've been trying to be better about not putting on too much blush, but it is so hard for me. And see, I think I just put it too low. Oh my gosh. I need a little bit. I usually put my blush here and kind of forget back here. Then I think I was watching a Wayne Goss video, and he just reminded, or not reminded, but well, yeah, I guess reminded me that I guess when you're older, you should put it more further back. I don't know. If it's too much, again, I'll blend it out in a minute, so it's okay. I got these in my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, I believe. I think I've used this 1C a lot, so maybe I'll use this 1B. The 1B is a little bit darker, which is probably why I haven't really used it. But I've also been using it with a stippling brush. It kind of has a cream to powder finish, but see, I think that might be too dark. Let's see if I can see it. I don't really see it. Maybe I'm blind. Okay. Or I went in really light because I was afraid it would be too dark for my skin. So let me look. Maybe it's not. I mean, it's not too dark for my skin at all, which is nice, but it's not really that intense. I feel like the lighter color is actually a little more intense. Okay, I'm gonna put on some gloss because my lips feel kind of dry. So the gloss that's in my weekly makeup basket is this Floss, my new favorite lip gloss. And I'm not saying that, that's what it's actually called. But I've been using it and actually really liking it. And I feel like it's pretty. But I just feel like my lips need something right now. For eyes, I have used the Meet Matrimony like all week. So I think I'm going to use the Palm Springs Dreams palette. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I've actually been using this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, which is a lot bigger than I normally would use, but I have been really liking it. So I think I'm going to go into this Saucy and Bossy. It has a pink undertone, but it's definitely like a light brown. But if you can see, it kind of has a little bit of a pink undertone. So I'm just gonna go in my crease. Yeah, it definitely has pink in it. But like I said, everything kind of pulls orange. I hope it doesn't pull orange. But let's get this in my crease. Oh, I need to do my eyebrows. Maybe I'll stop now and do my eyebrows. All right, I got my eyebrows done. My camera died before I could finish my thought. So I just used the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Don't care for the color or the shape of my brows. But what can you do? Like, I have to have usually my daughter come and be like, tell me what's wrong with them. So when she's not here, I look like a fool. But that's okay. Okay. It's real life. We're all not perfect. Oh, I know. They are what they are. Okay, so let me finish what I was doing. Since it died in the middle, I kind of just stopped. So I was putting on this Saucy and Bossy color in the Too Faced palette on my crease. I really actually like it. It looks a little pinker in the viewfinder, but in like my mirror here, it's actually, I mean, it has a little pink in it, but it looks a little more brown. It actually has like a kind of a orange tint to it as well. But all right, so I have this kind of up as a transition kind of crease color. Really actually like that, and surprised since it kind of pulls a little bit warm, but I like it. All right, I think I'm just gonna tap this Cabana Time, just like kind of a cream color, just all over my lid for right now, just to kind of give it maybe a white base to help that shimmer maybe pop a little bit more, but we'll see if that helps, because it actually is very light. Okay, so then the next color I'm going to go in before I do the shimmer is, I think I'm going to darken up my crease. I normally stick to just this outer part for a darker color, but I think I'm going to do my crease. I think I'm going to take this BYOB. I'm assuming it's an abbreviation for something because I don't know if that's a word. But I think I'm going to take this color and put it in my crease, and we'll go from there. Let's see. I just want a little bit, so I mean, I naturally kind of go down low. It's darker than I kind of wanted to go, so I think I might blend that out a little bit, and I think I'm only gonna go halfway up my crease. I just didn't want to have a super dark look because I'm wearing such a pastel blue. I don't know, not that I try to match what I wear, but I don't know. It's really, really pretty. I actually think I'm gonna take what's left on here and go under my lash line. Darken that up a little bit. I like that. All right, I got the eyes matching a little bit. So now I think I'm going to go in with the shimmer and put that on my lid. I hate using my finger, but I think it might be the best application right now. So I'm just going to go into this Buzzkill pink color, and I'm just going to get some on my finger. I just hate getting my fingers dirty. And I'm actually just going to tap. I feel like it's hard to pat this color over the darker color, oddly enough, but I think to kind of blend it all together, I'm just gonna take that Saucy and Bossy color, and I didn't really put too much more on my brush, but just kind of, I don't really like when the glitter goes too high, so just to kind of get rid of if there's a line or if any glitter got higher than I would have liked. So I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, it's definitely pretty. I don't know if you guys can totally see it. I'll move a little bit, but it kind of went on a little patchy. And I think that's more my finger. I don't feel like, maybe I'll try it with a brush. Yes, the brush worked better. So the one time that I actually use a finger, it's actually better to do a brush, when normally I do a brush and not a finger. Okay, that packed the color back on, so let me go out. Am I gonna do liner? I wanted to keep it very light, and I feel like I went a little dark already. So maybe I won't do liner. I do feel like I want a little more glow, but I'll do that after I get my mascara on. Let me do my mascara, and then I will be back. So I just did my mascara, and it wouldn't be normal if I didn't get any on me. I used the Essence Lash Princess I have the hiccups mascara. I think this is just so good, but I do get it on me literally every time. I used to never get mascara on me, and I feel like now it wouldn't be normal if I didn't. So I hope you guys can see, just don't look at my wrinkles, the eye look. I feel like it turned out nice, not natural, but nice and light. I didn't want anything heavy. I think it got a little darker than I originally wanted, but I'm okay. So after that, I think I'm gonna add a little bit of highlighter lips, and then we're done. So I think I'm gonna add some of this Anastasia Moonchild palette. I have used this pink heart color. As you can see, they're all very similar in color and tone, but this one has a little bit more pink, this one's a little white, this one has a little more green. I'm not going to even touch these dark ones. Maybe not even this star one. Let's see. Yeah, it would be just way too dark on me. But I do love this pink heart. But I think today, since I'm wearing kind of a blue, I'm going to go in with this blue ice. I just feel like that highlighter didn't show up. And I can't have that. But that does. I really do like this palette. It makes me actually want to get my Anastasia palettes out of my declutter tub because I think I just never really gave them a chance. And since I've pulled this out, I have used this almost all week. I mean, I've used, like I said, I used that 1C one, but and I think I used that twice. The rest of the time I've been using this pink heart color specifically. Really like it, easy to wear. I don't think it's easy to go overboard, which is nice. I mean, I guess it could be. I think highlighter, I can either go overboard, but it's harder for me than like blush. I plop that sucker on. So, okay, love it. Let's set, like I had mentioned, if I had gotten too much blush, I wasn't too worried because I like to set my, I had a talk with my little son the other day about calyx because he had some hair sticking up, and I was trying to explain to him that curly hair is basically a head full of calyx, and then how I have like stuff that like stick up randomly in the back, and he was like, that's so weird. Because, yeah, I don't know why I'm telling you that, but I am. Okay, so I'm just gonna set my my face with a little bit of this Clinique powder. This does have color in it, so I feel like it kind of will mesh everything together, especially if I went overboard on something, so, or didn't blend well enough. But I'm actually really happy. I feel like my face looks fresh. If I asked my kids if I looked youthful, they would say no, but I would like to say I do. So, okay, let's do lips and we're done. So I did use the Nature's Cartel lip color. Really liked this a lot. I used it twice. I haven't used this Mana Kadar Beauty Simplified lipstick yet, so I may try this on. I don't know if this will totally match what I done, but I kind of want to try it, so maybe I'll try it on here with you guys. And if it looks horrible, I wasn't planning on wearing it anyways, but let's give it a try. Let me wipe off the gloss. We'll give it a fair try. Okay, my lips are dry. This is a liquid lipstick. I wasn't happy about the color at first. Now I think it might be a really good color for me, but maybe not with this eye look. I have very thin lips. I feel like colors like these generally look good on people that have big and full lips. I will say this does not match my eye look, but I do like the color. I think if I had more of a brown or just a cream color, I think I would like the lip together, but it goes on very dry. Ooh, it's very sticky. Like, look. Like, I had a hard time pulling my lips apart. Let me wipe this off before it dries because I'm definitely don't want to wear it. It's not coming off, which I guess can be a good thing, but now look at my lips. They look swollen. They're kind of still outlined with it because I couldn't get it off. I kind of wiped some of my foundation off. Oof. So I don't know how I feel about this lipstick. It was very sticky. The color was nice. Again, I just don't think it matched what I'm wearing today. So not a fail yet. I will try it again, maybe with a brown look and see what I like. But I guess for now, I will put on the Nature Cartel. I wasn't going to wear this either, but I actually think it will look fine. It's not very brown. It's 90s nostalgia. I always want to say nostalgic. Nostalgia. And when I think of the 90s, we wore brown. And I mean, definitely has brown in it, but this is probably a brown that I can wear. And I never thought I would be able to wear a brown. But this does have kind of a lot of a nudie kind of has pink in it, I think. I think it's probably the only reason I can kind of pull it off. It's pretty. I like it. Okay. There is my final look. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. Hopefully this isn't too long, but yeah, so far I like these products that I picked for this week. I am ready to switch some of them out. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.